Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the All About Favorite channel. I am Pastor KZ. I am your host for the rest of the day and the rest of the week. Thought I'd throw a little humor in there. Y'all, come back to my show. You will enjoy some of the things I have to say. If it doesn't benefit you that day, please share it with somebody else. It will help other people. Now, I am representing today the Juneteenth t-shirt, our Independence Day. So remember, it's Black History Month. Remember your heritage and remember all of the people that came before us who paved the way and whose shoulders we stand on because of them. Now, today I want to talk about the word wisdom. The word wisdom. Why is wisdom so important? You know how many people running around there, they got a lot of knowledge about things. They read a lot, they watch a lot of videos on YouTube, on to IG, on TikTok. They gather a whole lot of information, but there's little wisdom behind it. Little wisdom behind it. But wisdom helps us make sound decisions. It gives us insight and understanding and perception about things. Now, let me say this. Destruction never comes without warnings. There are always indicators. Some people like to call them red flags. There are always red flags out there to see something is going awry, or it may not be the step you need to take, but you got to have that wisdom to be able to understand and discern that. See, a lot of times people don't have the wisdom and they get into something, and then when they get into it, they find themselves miserable or trying to figure out a way how to get out. But if you have wisdom, you are able to have clarity of thought, and you can make decisions that will save you a whole lot of grief down the road. And for you young people watching today, if you listen to some of the wise counsel that's being given to you by your mothers, your fathers, your grandmothers, your aunties, your granddaddies, even your uncles, if you listen to that sound wisdom that they're giving you, it will prevent you from making some of the same mistakes they may have made, and they don't want to see you going down that path. So what they're doing is offering you words of wisdom. Sometimes you may see them as just, they're always nagging you about something, or they're always on you about something. No, they are trying to help save you, baby, from a whole life of heartache and pain. They see the path that you're going down is not good for you. They can see that because they've been on the earth longer than you, and they should have some wisdom in their tool belt. So you got to understand, it's important for you to make wise decisions. And part of making wise decisions is you've got to stop for a moment and have a prayer life. You have got to have an intimate relationship with the Most High God, because he will direct your path if you allow him to. So he's not going to beat down the door to get in your life. If you don't invite him in and you don't seek him, he's just going to stand. He said, yea, I stand at the door and knock. If you want me to come in, you've got to invite him in your life. Some of you are running around and you can have age, but not wisdom. I just spoke a word there. You ever met some people that is much older, but they're making foolish decisions or doing foolish things? And even I've said myself, for people I've seen much older than me, I'm like, they should know better than that. But they lack wisdom. So you've got to get wisdom. It's important for you to be competent when you're making decisions, and your wisdom will help you with that. And your ability to discern things is a part of wisdom. You know, today we need wisdom because, y'all, we're living in a society now, in a world where everything that people learn, the information magnet, is the internet, it's social media. A lot of people don't even watch regular TV anymore. They just fill their minds with whatever they see on videos, and that's it. You know, newspapers and magazines are pretty much extinct now. A lot of people just don't buy them because everything, all sources of information is at the tip of a finger. And all you got to do is get on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, or your desktop, and the information is right there. There are a lot of people out there, gatherers of information, but they don't have no wisdom. So you can have knowledge of something, but that don't mean you have the wisdom to discern it or understand what you have knowledge of. So you've got to understand, wisdom will help you avoid heartaches down the road. It'll help you avoid problems in certain situations, but it involves an integration of knowledge, experience, and understanding. Without wisdom, you can't apply the lessons that life has for you if you don't have wisdom. You're going to encounter a lot of things in life, each stage of your life, each season of your life. But without wisdom to understand what is going on, you're just out there having knowledge of what's going on, and you don't even know what to do with the information you've gathered. A person with wisdom knows the importance of how to organize things, how to bring about discernment, bringing change in direction. One thing I know for sure, wisdom brings discernment. You know, a lot of people are out there saying they can give a prophetic word. And when you listen at some of these people, y'all, they just as lost and don't have a clue what they're saying. They're telling you something they've seen on a video or they've read, but you can clearly tell they don't have wisdom about what they're saying. They just gathered the information. That reminds me of a story in the Bible when all of the teachers of the law was talking, and Jesus was a boy at the time, and he walked up and he was saying the exact same thing, and they had to stop and say, wait a minute, we've heard all what y'all saying, but this here boy here is speaking with something else. He's speaking, you know what it was? It was that wisdom. It was that Holy Spirit within him. It was wisdom. Those other teachers of the law, they was just reciting what they read. You ever met people that they can quote a whole lot of Bible studies, or they could quote a lot of things, but you can hear there's no weight behind what they're saying? It's no wisdom in that. They gathered the knowledge and the information. But when you have wisdom, you got the spirit of discernment in you. You'll be able to discern a thing. Sometimes even before it happened, you have that strong, as I said last week, that gut feeling. Wisdom is there when you can feel that thing. Also, wisdom will bring direction. Wisdom will bring direct. Wise people rarely make foolish mistakes. Rarely. Because wisdom brings decision-making tools. Also, what wisdom does is wisdom will teach you and give you discretion. That's a new word I threw out there, discretion. Do you know some people have no knowledge about how to be discreet? They say anything and in a public arena, and they just don't know when to shut up. Wisdom will bring you discretion. And I want to say this, wisdom comes from the Most High God. It's not about how much you know and what all you know. It's about how you process, organize, and handle that information that you've gathered. A wise person, I'm going to tell you something, is very observant. Wise people, watch them in a room. They'll sit quietly and they have read the entire room and they know how to keep silent. But when you find a fool, they just talk, and they don't even observe the room. Wise people know how to shut their mouth and pay attention. Wise people know, you know what? This is not my time to speak. Let me just sit and be quiet and watch this for a while. Wisdom. With all your getting, get understanding. Y'all, get focused. Find your balance. And no matter what you're into, where you are, who you're in relationships with, you prioritize your peace. You prioritize and protect your peace at all costs. Anything or anyone that disturbs and disrupts your life, you need to reevaluate that, because self-care is the best care. Love on yourself. You can't love nobody else if you don't practice self-love. Take care of yourself, because if you don't, no one else will. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you back tomorrow for Wednesday's Word.